Welcome to Horrorland.
Hey guys, I'm Justin.
I'm Lee.
I'm Carl.
I'm Eric. Stuck in a box.
We're going to do something a little differently this week. We're trying out Zoom. I don't know exactly how this is going to go, but my dumbass forgot when I scheduled this that Carl goes out of town for Halloween every year to do different haunts and stuff like that. Plus, he's also been sick. We just got over being sick. Eric, I think you escaped the Scarefest con crud. I think you were the only one.
Broke the cycle.
Man, Brandon's been sick. Barcode messaged on last week's video. He has been sick. So, man, it was just everybody. And then I've seen tons of fans as well. So,
I had the flu and strep.
It's been
Don't
rough.
wish that on anybody.
Yes. It's been rough. So, but we still wanted to get this episode out because we've been, hawking up the whole series, and it all ends tonight. It all gets to this one final moment, and that is our favorite Halloween films that are not Halloween. It's not Michael Myers. Pretty much the main criteria for this episode is your film has to take place on Halloween, and like I just said, it can't be Michael Myers. That was pretty much the only criteria that there was, because I feel like so many people get caught up on October 31st sitting in front of their TV and just watching Michael Myers. And there are so many other good, creepy, and atmospheric Halloween films that take place that are not that. So again, so each of us have picked one as per usual, and then we will close out the episode with a channel update that we want to go over. So we'll close it out with that. Like I said, we're doing Zoom. Our Zoom only gets 40 minutes, so this will be a pretty quick episode in and out. So Carl, Eric, Lee, which one of you would like to start? I'll end so I can do the channel update at the end.
Go for it, Carl.
I usually start this stuff. I can start it again.
There we go.
My movie this week was a Late Night with the Devil.
Now, here's Mr. Midnight, Jack Darrow. Oh, good evening, night owls, and thank you for allowing me into your living rooms once again. Well, night owls, we've got a heck of a show in store for you tonight, and I'm very excited for you to see it all unfold before your very eyes. I really hope you love it. Gosh, I hope you love it. Please love it. Love it. I'm trying to host a nationally syndicated talk show. And that is you, our viewer.
You're meddling with things you don't understand.
Whoa! Now, as you know, here on Night Owls, we think it's very important to keep an open mind. Please welcome Dr. June Ross Mitchell and Lily, the young subject of the book, Conversations with the Devil.
I really don't think it's a good idea, Jack. She's becoming more unpredictable.
That's a good thing. That's why we still do live TV. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for a live television first as we attempt to commune with the devil.
Lily, can you hear me?
Good to see you again, Jack.
Lily, return to me.
This isn't about ratings anymore.
No one's going anywhere.
How could you let it happen, Jack? How could you let it happen?
Please be warned, anyone with young children in the room. Go to commercial! What you're about to see
You okay, Jack?
is profoundly disturbing and shocking.
You get out there, Mr. Midnight. And you knock him dead.
As is the trend, I only chose like one for this whole series that was really old. The rest of them I've tried to get a little newer to maybe entice some other people that maybe don't normally watch to watch a little bit. And this time I chose Late Night with the Devil. It's a wonderful. It's probably one of the best new movies that I've seen in a very long time. When I say new, I think it came out in 24. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Justin, but I think it's 24.
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe so too. It's a Shudder original, much like so they've come out with so many here lately. I can't even start to name them all off. The Jason they came out with one that's like a Jason ripoff last year, and they've done all kinds of stuff here lately. But
right now it was listed as 23, Eric. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
23.
So 23. Okay, well, 2 years ago then. Okay. The thing about Late Night, I really liked it for its originality. I'm not saying nobody has ever done this kind of format for a movie before, but it really, it's the first one I've seen that did it well. Maybe that's the best way to put it. All the actors are top notch. There was not a slouch in the group. Nobody not pulling their weight. The story was, man, it was so good. It took a standard possession story and turned it into something else entirely. I really enjoyed it from beginning to end, as is usual with all of them I've been doing. I'm not going to tell y'all the story from beginning to end because I want y'all to watch it. It's really excellent. All I will say is that it's about a late night host who is not doing well. He's going up against Johnny Carson, and Johnny Carson is kicking his ass. And so he's got to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's ass.
Yeah. And so he's got to do something to get those ratings up. And he decides what he's going to do is to bring a little girl that is possessed, Nobody really believes it. And he brings her on, and he's actually... It's implied that he's seeing the keeper of the girl as, seeing singer. And shenanigans ensue. Bad stuff happens to a bunch of people. So I highly suggest you watch it. I believe both my other fellows over there have seen it. And I know that y'all both liked it from what I've talked to you about it.
It's a good movie.
Just an excellent movie. And I really think everybody should take the time and sit down and watch that movie. It's very good, very smart. It's not one of these movies that hold your hand, but it's very good. That's all you got for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's very atmospheric, too. That's probably the greatest thing about it. It's so atmospheric, and there's not really, blood and kills and gore and everything. It's just like an extremely good atmospheric movie that takes place on Halloween. So, yeah, phenomenal pick, I think.
Yeah, that movie right there, there are some gory scenes in it, mildly.
Yeah.
And it's one of the few movies that I've seen here lately that the gore is well placed and not overdone. I'm all for gore in a movie. As y'all well know, I love gore. You know what I'm saying? I love a good kill. But at the same time, let's have it well placed. Let's do it for a reason and not just to freak people out. You know what I mean? Let's have a reason behind it. And too many movies I see nowadays, it's just like, okay, let's go way over the top to get people's attention. And that just doesn't do it for me. I need it to be reasonable and believable to a certain extent anyway.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Everybody's different.
Carl, you want to go ahead and take us into our next one?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. I started out. I was going to do Sleepy Hollow High, which is a cheesy made-for-TV movie that I love. I know it's a horrible movie, but you got to give me one every now and then. Then I decided against that. I was going to go and watch The Hollow, which if you've never seen that, it's about Ichabod Crane. It's Nick Carter in it. It's a terrible movie, but I like it. And then I remembered I wanted Halloween Night. I'd seen it. It's been years and years. Came out in like 2006.
In 1982, Chris Vail was admitted into a maximum security asylum. Tonight, Chris Vail is coming home. Halloween night.
Nobody in the cast that you would probably remember. Would you agree, Justin? Is there anybody that I'm missing.
I can't think of anybody that even really has a cameo or anything in it.
I don't either. It was all they were. It's a weird movie. This guy sees his mom killed, gets put in a mental institution because he's found with the body, all this crazy stuff. He ends up escaping from a mental institution on Halloween night. Well, in the meantime, this college guy that's supposed to be like Mr. Studley, he's going to have a big party and scare everybody there with all these tales. And he put together some pretty decent scares for like he had a guy come in acting like he was taking somebody away at gunpoint. I mean, it was pretty fun up until that point. And then the guy shows up. He's been horribly disfigured. He was burned. I mean, he looks terrible. The makeup's not great. It looks like a $9.99 mask from Spirit Halloween, but I mean, whatever, it works. All kinds of fun kills. He was not afraid to cut throats, bash heads in, whatever it took to get him to where he needed to be, which was to try and find the killer of his mom. He's trying to, you really can never, it never gets clear. He went to that house because that's the house that his mom was killed in. They never found her body, apparently, but in the movie, they're like, he was found with the body. Well, his mom's body was never found because it was sealed up behind a wall. And it was just weird. It was just random weird. The kills weren't bad. The plot was okay. It's just one of those movies that never reached its destination. But at the same time, it's like I told Justin, it wasn't a great movie, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching it because the kills were really good. Some of the acting was terrible, but then some of the acting was kind of good. You know, it was one of those, if you were sitting around on the weekend and wanted something fun to do, throw that movie in. It'd be fun to sit and watch. I'd watch it again. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and slam and say it's horrible. I mean, I would watch it over Rob Zombie's Halloween. But then again,
you'll watch anything over Rob Zombie's head.
Yeah, I'd probably watch Hocus Pocus before I watch that, and I hate that. You know, and but it was a fun movie. It was a good watch. It's like an hour and a half long. Some of the effects, some of the kills in it were really good. The effects weren't great, but they pulled them off. You can tell they did them on the cheap, but they pulled them off. The ones they did, especially the throat cuts and some of the stuff to the head, I thought was done pretty good. There's not I'm not going to tell you, sit here and blow smoke up your butt about the cinematic, qualities of this movie. It was just fun. Then I thought, that's one I haven't seen in years and years. And there again, for the last few times, I've kind of stuck with a newer movie. I mean, that's fairly new. It's pretty new for me. It's 2006, and shit, I don't get out of the 80s much. Clearly. So y'all got to be good to Daddy on this one. I went 25 years into the future. But it was fun. And I think Justin's seen it once before, hadn't he?
Yeah. Actually, it was just in our To Keep or Not to Keep a couple of weeks ago because I just got it last month. I watched it. I liked it. I thought it was good. It's actually, I bought the DVD, but I actually watched it on Tubi, so that's a good, easy find for anyone.
That's what I did. I watched it on Tubi, and I'll be honest with you, I thought it was better than The Hollow, and it was definitely better than Sleepy Hollow High. And there were like 4 or 5. I didn't want to do Trick or Treat or anything like that. I didn't want to do any of the big franchises because what are you going to say that it's not been said by 100,000 reviews? I want to do something that was kind of obscure, maybe not widely known. And I honestly I like some TV movie stuff. That's why I was going to pick Sleepy Hollow High. I like some of the made for TV stuff, but it just didn't fit in well with me. And this little movie did. I thought it was pretty good.
Yep. It was actually done by the Asylum, and they're just known for doing crap films. But this was
and this is one of their better movies.
Yeah, I've been going through getting some of the DVDs, and I don't know, a lot of their stuff's not as bad as what people act like it is. I grew up with the later end, so the shark movies and stuff that they did that were so Battle Dogs. I think they did that.
Yeah, Battle Dogs,
the worst film ever made, stuff like that. But then you go back and you look at some of their earlier stuff like this, and you find out they actually weren't too bad. Some of their stuff.
The thing that got me about it that irritated me was what's his name used to be the Fangoria editor. What is his name? Gold something or Gingold, something like that. I can't remember his name now. He said it wasn't a horrible movie, that he thought it wasn't badly executed, but it reminded me of a Rob Zombie movie, and that the director had seen way too many movies and lost any sense of originality and just started plucking and picking kills and scenes from various films. And I agree with that. I thought, it's not original, but it was fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And that's it for me, guys.
Am I up?
That means you're up.
All right. So I watched The Haunt from 2019.
This cannot be ignored.
Yes, we're doing it.
It's the end. Say goodbye.
Is this supposed to be scary?
Breathe deeply. Close your eyes. Keep the monsters from breathing.
I just want to get out of here. We just want to leave. Please don't hurt me.
Do you want to see my face?
It's a pretty fun movie. I did look it up while I just was curious. That had a $5 million budget, and they did not bring that back from the box office. So, basically, this group of teenagers goes to an extreme haunted house. When they get there, they're super excited to go through this because all the characters are obviously dressed up. There is a guy in a clown mask outside that greets them. I know they have to put their cell phones in a box and they get locked up. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they even have to sign like a waiver. If I'm not mistaken. But anyway, they go through this haunted house, and obviously, just like most haunted houses, is chopped up into different rooms. And, they kind of start figuring out that these people that are dressed up and these characters are not just people for the haunted house. They really are killers. So, as you can imagine, they're trying to survive and get through this haunted house and get out alive. So, that's basically the whole premise of the movie. It's at this one place in this haunted house. And I don't know what they did with my $5 million, but I mean, maybe they made the haunted house with the $5 million. I don't know. But anyway, it's a pretty good watch, and it is a little gory in parts, but I don't think it's terrible. I mean, compared to some of the other stuff we watch. So, but it was a pretty good movie.
Yep. I don't remember a lot about it. We actually did not rewatch that one just because of time constraints. But yeah, from what I remember, I mean, it was fun. I have it in the collection, so clearly I liked it. But yeah, kind of different for its time. It came out around about that time. You had like Hellfest and all those kind of films where everything was taking place at a haunted house. But this one kind of took just a little bit of a different take on it, and it's one that it didn't get a big theatrical release, so it's not as well known as some of those others. But I think overall a better film than like Hellfest. I can't think of the other one. There was another one, and I can't think of the name of it. But yeah, I mean, personally, I think it's a better film. I liked it. So
yeah, it was. What was that other one? Is that the house that October built?
Yeah. That's like a found foot. Yeah, like almost a
Yeah.
found footage.
Where those
I like
people
that
out
one as
trying
well,
to
yeah.
find the most extreme haunt.
Mhm.
They get buried alive and all that garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the haunt. I've never seen it. I'm going to watch that tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think
I'll watch
Yeah, I
that
think you
tonight.
like it.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's a good haunted house movie. That's for sure.
we already go ahead, Carl. I'm sorry.
I love them. I love going to haunted attractions. That's my thing. Always has been for years and years. I remember every year we tried to do at least half of the top 13 in the country. It's crazy. We go on road trips all over the country, Iowa, all over the place. And I didn't do a one this year.
I was about to ask. You didn't get any in?
I didn't get a one in. I didn't decorate for Halloween. Nothing. And people are like, "You're not going to decorate." And I'm like, "You ungrateful bastards didn't bother to show up last year. So I'm not wasting $4,000 this year. Trick or treat."
Telling everybody to smell and speak.
It's a long story. And if anybody on there was supposed to show up last year, I meant every word I just said.
How do you not like go berserk in a haunted house? I can't go to haunted houses
Oh, I love
because I act out.
the nastier it gets, the more hands-on it gets. Just understand, I'm a hands-on kind of guy too. I get shit knocked out of me.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't be trusted at a haunted house. So
Yeah, but they don't touch you. There's nobody unless you go to close contact or something where you got to sign waivers and all that. Most of them are just jump scares. But at the same time, I like a good jump scare. I like being in the dark with a bunch.
yeah,
of
but like,
strangers.
even if I don't take it out on them, I'm going to take it out on somebody. So then that would be like him. So
I'll pay for it if you'll go. Love you, brother, but I got to see it.
And it was on that dreaded night in October the friendship ended.
That was my last movie role. I just screwed the pooch. Fired by the director.
All right, so we'll go ahead and move into the my pick. I will give a couple honorable mentions though, just because it was really hard for me to just pick one on this. And so stuff like Candy Corn, I don't ever hear that get any love. That's a phenomenal movie on Halloween. Bad Candy with Corey Taylor is a good anthology film on Halloween. I never hear it get a lot of love either. And then you also have Tales from Halloween, which is an anthology. And ironically enough, all three of those are put out by Epic Pictures on Blu-ray. So you can definitely go check those out. Same people who did The Jester and all that. But yeah, those are like three kind of honorable mentions that, again, kind of obscure. No one ever talks about them. They didn't have, huge, $75 million budgets or anything like that. But my legitimate pick is one that has always just scared the crap out of me for one reason or another, and it is 1991's Happy Hell Night.
What happened on that dark night many years ago? What really happened?
Eats the bugs in there, I suppose.
Nothing human lives like that. Not for 25 years.
Is he really a man? Or is he a ghoul?
What do you know about Phi Delta brothers being murdered in Winfield Cemetery?
What we raised was the personification of evil.
What does all that have to do with this inmate?
It's here. It's here because of my past.
Everybody's dead!
We can't! Open the door, man! Here! All right, Sonny!
Happy Hell Night. Fun games of a different kind.
Please help me, Father.
Yeah, good movie.
It is a phenomenal movie, but that, I don't know. For the time, the way that guy looks, it is scary as hell. Like, he has black marbles for eyes. They are soulless. They are black. He's bald. He's pale as can be. And then, like, when he talks, it's very just eerie. So, basically the premise of it is 25 years prior, these kids have a fraternity and they send them in there and they're like, hey, you need to go desecrate. It's part of their initiation. And they're like, okay, you need to go spend Halloween in this crypt. And so when they go into the crypt, it's actually this priest's family, and they desecrate his family's grave with all kinds of satanic symbols and stuff like that. And so he winds up going crazy. He basically sells his soul to the devil, and he kills these kids. And so they lock him up, and, he's like in a cell by himself, and basically he lives off of the roaches and the bugs and everything that kind of come in his cell. They don't really even feed him. He doesn't get any sunlight. Like, he is in the lowest of the low, basically under the prison. And 25 years later, basically it all starts again, and Hell Night is Halloween, but it's also the fraternity hazing night. And so they've got a couple new pledges, and they send them, and they're like, your one goal is to go to the prison and get in and take a picture of this guy. And he winds up getting loose, and all hell ensues as he basically comes to the frat house looking for the revenge that he did not 100% finish years prior. And there's kind of an underlying story with that. If you guys have never seen it, we'll kind of leave that alone. But, I get a lot of people that come up doing the conventions, and they're like, what's a good, like, kind of scary, eerie movie that we may not have seen? I always recommend that one. That is one of my top recommends. And 99% of the time, they're like, we've never seen that. And, again, it's one of those, it's like, how have you not? I get it. It doesn't really have anybody notable in it. It does have Darren McGavin. Is that guy's name?
Yeah, Darren McGavin.
So it does have him. He's really about the only one that I really picked out, though, as far as, like, notable names. And I'm sure there might be more. But, yeah, 91's Happy Hell Night for me. The thing about it is, it doesn't really come out and tell you like it takes place on Halloween. You kind of have to read between the lines, but it does in fact take place on Halloween. So that is most definitely my pick. Like I said, for whatever reason, just those soulless black eyes and the way he talks, and it's almost like he's got the one-liners like. When he goes to kill one of the girls, he's like, no parking. And, that's all he says. But just the way that he says it, like I said, those soulless black eyes, I don't know. It's just something about that one. I've always enjoyed it. So that's definitely mine with the 3 honorable mentions before it.
See, it just goes to show you a good creature design can make or break a movie. Just like they're right there. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't speak for how the kills were or anything like that, but just your description of the villain seems to have really left an impression on you. So that, that alone is enough to sell a movie to a lot of people.
Yeah. I think you'd probably like that one if you've never seen it. I don't know. Just him being locked in that, in that prison, in that cell for 25 years, he's just like, whiter than white, just ghostly, but yet he's so white and he's got these black eyes, and just, I don't know, there's just something about very unsettling almost. So yeah.
Did you like All Hallows Eve?
All Hallows Eve.
That's the one where Art the Clown got his.
Oh yeah. I did.
I almost did that one. That was going to be my big honorable mention. I almost did that, but I thought that was pretty much everybody's seen that. So
a lot of people have. The movie Part 2 fell short. I didn't like Part 2 nearly.
No, not at all. I never even finished it. The first one was pretty decent.
Yeah,
I like anthology stuff kind of things. Yeah.
Eric, you just did the one. Did you have any honorable mentions that you can think of?
The main one that pops in my head, Hellfest, I thought was an excellent. I believe it's set on Halloween. I ain't gonna swear to it. But I really enjoyed that for what it was. It's not a masterpiece by any means, but it was enjoyable. To be honest with you, most of the movies I watch, it seems like they're all set around Halloween.
Yeah,
if they're not on Halloween, it's right around it. And so, I don't really pay that much attention anymore, to be honest with you, as to where they're set at. But no, Hellfest, I do remember very clearly them stating that it was a whole big thing. Is the whole reason for the gala was Halloween or something like that. So that's the main one that pops in my head.
I see your gumball machines.
Can you see my gumball machines?
Yeah.
Oh,
they're all over the place. I'm surrounded by Jason.
You should see my Motel Hell with it all put together. That thing's badass.
Oh, it is badass. I have to bring it home.
Once I get my room together completely, we'll have to do us a little mini episode on all that crap.
For sure. Yeah. We've never shown as many episodes, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this actually marks episode 50 of Welcome to Horrorland. And out of those 50 episodes, we've never done room tours of any of the 3 of our rooms. So we definitely need to make that a New Year's resolution.
We should do that. We should do, each one of us do a separate episode. You know, what we could do, a little 20-minute walkthrough of our rooms and then review our favorite movies or whatever. Yeah,
what room would you like for me to show?
You get your whole house to show off, man.
Well, how about you show the kitchen off, woman? You know I'm kidding, right? The look on your face said otherwise, but you know that was a joke. Please tell me that was a joke. This is my last episode. Tell me to find my body.
I was about to say, it ain't just your last episode. It's probably your last day on Earth. You probably need to.
My sister would probably ride with you on that one.
Tell Missy I'll be calling her.
All right, guys. So we did get the little notification here on my Zoom that says that we have 10 minutes left. So we've done some honorable mentions. We did our 4 main picks. So we hope that gets you guys some new watches and some new things to look at as you start your Halloween night tomorrow on October the 31st. If you have kids, if you're going trick-or-treating, please be safe. Listen to mom and dad. Inspect your candy. You never know. But just have fun. We all love Halloween. It is probably I know it's Carl's. It's probably one of my favorites as well. And
I love Black Friday.
It used to be, but now there's no sales. Everyone just,
now that we're poor.
Yeah. So, but yeah, moving in, we will do kind of a channel update. So this comes from me. I text Carl a little bit about it today, and. As much as I love doing the podcast, and I love it a ton, basically since April of 2024, we have not stopped between commitments. I mean, all 4 of us work 40 hours a week in some form or another. Eric's shift is a little bit different, but he still works 40 hours. He has a kid. Me and Lee have 3. Carl works a full-time job, and we're just busy. And as if a regular job is not enough, we've added on filming movies. Basically, in a year and a half, we put out 3 movies. This weekend, we get ready to film, or next weekend, my apologies. We film number 4. And on top of all that, editing and everything, we're also editing a podcast. So, as we we've all been sick, and I feel like that can be attributed to a lot of different things, but a big part of it is just not enough rest, not enough time to stop. We've been on the go. So the podcast is not by any means ending, but as we get ready to get into Thanksgiving and Christmas, the episode a week format, we're done. I'm done with that personally. There's no way I can keep that up. And so we have a lot of stuff that I still want to do. I really enjoyed I think all of us did, showing off like our top 5 releases of the year. So I would like to end the year with that. Barcode gave us some suggestions that he would like to see. So we always want to do those. There's a lot of meat still on the bones. Like I said, the podcast is not ending, but I personally can't keep every single week. Again, Carl and Eric live an hour from us, so that makes it even harder too. If this Zoom goes over well, it may be something where we can do these and not have to worry about that distance between us as much. But we still have to edit in the whole 9 yards. So I did want to kind of give an update for that. I don't want to lose any of the traction that we've gained over the past 50 episodes, but I also can't keep doing every single week either. So we will be back next week, that being said, because we will do our October collection update, me and Lee. And we'll be back multiple times before Christmas, before the end of the year. But again, as far as that every single Thursday, a new video being released, I think we're going to have to take a little bit of a break from that. Again, we're filming a new movie. We do have Thanksgiving and we do have Christmas. So in order to spend that time with our family and friends and just everything that goes with that, the podcast is going to be what takes a back seat. So we've kind of done this in the past when we filmed Mothershucker 2, but it was only, we took a 2-3 week break.
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
Something like that.
Yeah, so this one will be substantially a little bit longer before we get back rolling. And then usually right after Christmas, Tennessee and Kentucky gets hit with a hellacious snowstorm at some point in time. So, again, we'll figure all that out. I did book Days of the Dead, Indianapolis, as we talked last. I think I mentioned that earlier in the week when we did our To Keep or Not to Keep. So December the 5th, 6th, and 7th, we will be back in Indianapolis for that. So again, just staying busy, ball keeps rolling. This is going to be what takes a back seat. But we don't want to give any kind of, Horrorland Media is not doing videos. We are still going to do videos. They just might not be every week as we have been. So, Carl, Eric, do you guys have anything to add for that?
I think we need to, I would like to do something about holidays. Maybe the last one we do for the year, our favorite movie that occurred on a holiday that's not Halloween or Friday the 13th, like Thanksgiving, New Year's, whatever, something like that. Just kind of close the year out with it. And like you said, me and Eric are talking about working on a podcast that would fill in maybe. Then, and honestly, some of us need to learn to edit this program so that you're not solely the only one doing it. I mean,
That's true. Yeah.
You've edited every episode of our podcast and all 3, soon to be 4 of our movies. That I think we need to learn to share the wealth on that, where you're not the one solely. In this day and age, it's as simple as shooting an electronic file to each other and saying, "Hey, I've edited. Look at it, see what you think. There's changes need to be made, let me know, and we'll make them."
Yeah.
If that would work. But, like I said, it'll depend. I mean, it'll sort itself out once we slow it down. But I'm with it. We've talked about it, taking a break from everything. Podcasts, movies, films, conventions, everything. We're going to dramatically slow down for a few months because, I'm 63 and I'm tired as hell. We haven't stopped running in almost 2 years. Yeah. Literally. It's been a lot of fun, but at the same time, we've sacrificed a lot of time.
Yeah.
That we're not going to get that back in the end, And I think it's just a matter of once we get everything. And I'm sure it's not. We won't take 6 months off. We keep saying that. I think we'll get bored shitless in a month or two and be like, "All right, what are we doing?"
Again, I think my vision is like we basically have 2 months left before the end of the year. You've got all the November and all the December. I'm thinking probably 3 or 4 more episodes instead of the usual 8.
Exactly.
So again, not stopping, but giving ourselves a chance to breathe. Because again, we do have 2 holidays. We have another convention. We have a movie shoot. So maybe 3 or 4 more episodes to close out the year. Again, the podcast is not ending. I'm not complaining because I do the editing. I just need a break. I know Lee needs a break as well. Carl has been saying he needs a break, and Eric, I'm sure he could use one as well. So it just all kind of goes together. Like I said, when we started this, it was supposed to be fun, and it is still fun, but it also becomes a little bit where it's like, all right, it's Wednesday. What are we going to film? Have we watched everything? The whole 9 yards. So again, we just want to take a little bit of a break. Kind of not make it so have to, put an episode out every week. But
it's nice to have a weekend where we can just hang out and watch movies instead of work on a script, film a movie, go to a convention, sell a movie. It'd be nice to just take, sit around your place on a Saturday and Sunday and just sit around, have good meals and sit and watch movies.
Yeah.
Something that we really don't get a lot of opportunity to do. And I think a lot of people don't understand that we, as you said, especially, I work 40 plus hours a week. The 2 of you do. You've got 3 kids. I don't have any kids, but I've got so many other things that I do that, I mean, we don't get to watch movies like people probably assume we do.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be nice just to be able to lay around on a weekend and not have a responsibility to keep up with.
Yeah. All right, so we legit have seconds left, so I do hate to cut Carl off, but I do want to say make sure that you follow us and hit that bell notification so that you can keep up whenever we do post. Check out the website in the comments down below. Grab yourself a copy of Mothershucker 1, 2, or Twisted Gables. They make great Christmas gifts, and we will see you next week with that collection update. We appreciate you guys. We thank you, and we hope that you stay with us through this little break. We'll see you next week.
See ya. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all too.